was it's awesome. We stayed there when we had the Asian Nitro Championship there earlier this year. It was we stayed right by the coast. It was awesome.
It's the best.
It was awesome. And I've been to a lot of nice racetracks, and what we have here is beautiful. But man, that track there in Brisbane is absolutely epic. They have, as I call it, a sunken pit lane. So when the cars come into the pit lane, you're down low. They're right at chest high. It makes for the most epic pictures and an epic video. They have absolute elevation changes. The front straight compared to turn 1 and 2 compared to the turn 3 going on to the back straight are 3 different levels. When you look at an overhead shot, you can't see it, but when you're standing at the pit lane and see it, you see it. It's just an epic raceway.
It's crazy good. And the banking of that raceway as well. I mean, I've been there for a lot of electric touring car racing, and the rubber tire guys, the modified guys, they are in love with that track. They're dumping in 5 minutes, though. They can't make 5 minutes on battery. It's how much power you can put down at that place.
It is. It's pretty awesome. Somebody was asking on what the speeds are. We got the speed trap on the back straightaway. Rick is showing at 58 miles an hour. So I think we saw somebody at 60, didn't we?
I think we clocked maybe one car just at 60, but most guys are lifting just before the speed trap, so they're probably just touching on 60, but they're backing off just prior to where the speed trap is, just to get it around turn 1. Everyone's just lifting and keeping it in second gear. No one's completely off the noise, but just buttoning out of it a little bit.
Now we see nobody yet in Group 9 onto that 17-lap run. Lots of 16 flats here to match Kalari's time from group number 8. Rick with a 14.9, Alex with a 14.8, Oliver with a 14.9.
Oh, man, there's a crash car coming onto this front kink here. As I follow the cars there, you can see the marshal just reaching out to grab it out of the way. Luckily, that car did not get cleaned up by another one car coming wide through that front corner. Would be havoc for them. But Rick Vrielijnck putting in a 15.01 last time by, hot lapping at a 14.7, is now knocking into the 17-lap pace. First of our 17 lappers coming out of Group 9 so far. Alex Thurston, the Capricorn driver from the United Kingdom, having a good run here into second. Oliver Mack in third. Brian Thomas and Shinnosuke Yokoyama goes to the 5 spot from Chavit Saligupta and Robbie Cerrato. Tim Wood, Mihnea Lupu, and Flavio Elias rounding out your running order so far. Top 2 looking at going faster than Lamberto Calari's time, with only Rick on track for a 17.
I figured a couple of these guys. I figured Oliver, he'll get 17 this week for sure before qualifying's over. A big shout out to Mike Blackheader, former ace mechanic for Ralph Birch. Good to have you follow along. Good to have you enjoying the show here on LiveRC.com. Chris Matheny, how are you? Good to have you also follow along. People from around the world joining us here on LiveRC.com. We got Group 9 underway. Rick, that time 15-1, 17-4, 14. Just hanging on barely. Oh, there's a 61.8. That is the fastest speed trap time we've seen so far down the back straightaway.
He's been recording zeros all race long. Comes out and clocks in 61.8. As we follow along with Alex Thurston at the moment, currently running second, trying to chase down that 17 lapper. He's sitting on 16.4 flat, 0.7 for the Brit, and he puts in his personal best of the race of 14.808, trying to chase down Rick Vrielijnck at the moment, and he's just gone slightly quicker than Lamberto Calari's previous run time, which was the round TQ. Looking at falling here in Group 9.
Alex Thurston hails from the UK, England, started racing back in 2004. He's a 5-time junior European champion, 5-time British 110 champion, and made the finals at the EFRA. He's got no other hobbies, he says.
That's like most of us in here in RC
racing.
car
That
racing.
is it.
Man, when you were calling that just a moment ago, Alex Thurston got so close to going over that barrier in the hot race chicane, clipped that inside curb, and you see the front tires came off the ground. He got off the power and got the steering back into it. We saw that a lot in seating practice, just wheel standing out of the first part of the chicane right here, and then catching that barrier and flying onto the back straight. Luckily, Alex kept it together, but he's lost time. He's now dropped down to third from Oliver Mack going to second.
Rick on camera right here, still rocking a 17-lap run as we are winding down as he comes across the line here, just missing it, 16 flat. So close, but faster than Kalari's 16 flat. Oliver, oh man, just a couple hundredths of a second behind Rick.
Man, so close at the top. Thurston just missed out a little bit. He's going to go third in this run. Will end up P4 in the round so far. Just marginally slower. Half a tenth slower than Lamberto Calari's time. missing out on that top spot. Chavit goes to the 4th spot. He will end up P5 in the round so far from Yokoyama. Mugen driver from Japan going P5 in this run. With a 16.401.4 will put him 7th in the round so far. Scotty.